Hey everybody, this is Lord Magicus. This is our last round of Dimir Merfolk in Modern. Alright, so we are on the draw. Yeah, I guess this is okay. We'll keep this. Let's see what we're up against. This is Harden Scales. I think that we should probably force this thing. I don't know what we want to hit it with. Probably throw Windrobber away. Okay, well I guess we're just going to have another one. But yeah, animation module does not seem like something we want them to do. They'll make like a ton of tokens and then they can sacrifice them for modular triggers and shit. Like, no thank you. Scales is not a matchup I think we have a particularly good chance against. To be honest, I think we're gonna die. That's not the end of the world. I think here what we want to do is just play Lords. That's probably a good one to mill. I don't want them having Ozolith. Alright. So here, like, they can play, like, Ravager or something. Workers, yeah, and then, like, the 2-drops really get dangerous with them. But they don't have, like, Scales in play yet, so that's a good sign. Okay, that's not the worst. Guess I'm just continuing the plan. If they want to throw everything away, I guess that's fine. They're probably going to turn this into a 2-2. They can have this and this block here and make 2 tokens. So I guess I'll just attack for 3 in the air. Okay. Alright, well, I mean, these are things I'm happy that they're not drawing, at least. If we could find a Spreading Seas for this Ink Moth, then I think we would be in very good shape. But we might just be in Hold Up Trickster mode now and try to, or if I guess if they don't do anything, oof, that's rough. Land. All right, so it's not okay. It's not over yet. Problem is they can sacrifice this thing at any point to like get their Thopter tokens. That's bad. All right, that's really bad. This means we need Trickster in order to stop this thing from killing us. I kind of want them to go all in on one of these things. Because then it makes it easier for Trickster to do its job. I suspect they'll just modular onto this thing. Or maybe onto the Walker, actually. We do have lots of removal we could draw here. It's fine. Okay, this is okay. I suspected something like this might happen. I don't have a lot of good options now, though. Alright, now I think we're dead. I think they actually have enough that they can just, like, fuck us to death now. They don't even need to let us untap here. They can pretty much just wipe her board, so it's 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, they're gonna do it. There's nothing we can do about it. Like, scales is scales. I guess if we could draw, like, Drown in the Loch, that's the only thing that really helps us. They're going all in on this thing. I guess, yeah, Drown in the Loch here is what it would take. Because then at least they have no cards, and then we could theoretically combat this. Come on, Drown. Fuck yes. Alright. So we're going to take some damage here. They might start going in with this Ink Moth, but we do have a Trickster to kill it, so that's a good sign. Okay, they have no cards, so they just, like, draw Dink. Like, it's fine. We're still alive. So, we're at the whims of draws now. That's dangerous. Okay, so they're gonna go in damage route in this. Okay, that makes sense. All right. So here's the thing: if I don't put Lurrus in play, they're gonna know something's up, so I have to play this. And it does directly combat their plan here, so just, again, hope that they draw Dink. Alright, well, as soon as they find something, like, that's going to be bad, so you have to try to race them before they find anything. Nope. Play a land. No, that's not a good sign. Okay, they're going the poison route. Maybe this is okay. If maybe this means that they don't have anything. Huh. What the hell happened? This becomes like a 2/2. All right. So I'm leaving this back so I can Trickster this thing down if they attack with it. Alright, and play another Scales. It's fine. Okay, so they did draw another land. Alright. Beautiful. Okay, so it gets +1/+1. So we're going to have the Triton eat it. Yes. That's not bad. Alright, so what do we want to do here? I can counter basically anything that they play right now. Which I probably need to. I'm going to hold up the Drown in the Loch because they have nothing, so I'm not going to give them an opportunity to do anything. I really want to draw another land so I can play like Lord and then hold up Drown. doesn't actually really count as anything. Yeah. Alright, I think I'm still okay just making an attack here. Now the tar pit kills them next turn, and there's nothing they can really do. We pulled this game out of our ass by drawing Drown in the Loch at the exact correct time. Oh man, that was fucking amazing. Alright, we want Fatal Push for sure. Drown in the Loch is going to be great in this matchup. I think Seize Claim is actually pretty good. I don't... Force of Negation is actually fine too. So like, what do we not want here? Maybe we don't need the Thought Scour. It's part of the engine though. We might not have time. Alright. Gotta think about this. Force is really good if we can hit like Ozolith or Harden Scales. I think we need to keep Thought Scour. I'm gonna say maybe the Force has to go. Maybe this is not a Silvergill Adept or Mire Triton matchup, actually. You know what? That's reasonable. Let's try it like this. Okay, this... well, okay, so here's the thing. We don't have a black mana for this, but we do have Seize and we have Windrobber. I'm going to keep it, but this is very dangerous. They mold a 6, they mold 5. So maybe if we can get this Spreading Seas online or find our black mana, like, this will be good. Alright. We are risking it for the biscuit. Okay. Let's see what you got. And turn 1 Scales is usually the best way to go for them. Yeah, they... Ozolith, okay, well, I mean, it's not great, but that doesn't actually help us at all. I'm probably gonna seize that thing. Please draw black mana. I really want to... Oh, fuck, yes. We're going to Fatal Push the ever-loving fuck out of this card. I would love to pay 2 life. Hopefully they put the counters in here, then we can Spreading Seas them and take them away. Buried Ruin keeps them from getting Ravager back, I guess, so... Yeah, I guess this card is fine. They just have, like, lands. It's... Oh, yes, please put them on here. I mean, I guess they have to target something, so... I guess just in the off chance that I draw Fatal Push... Well, I could also draw a Creeping Tar Pit, in which case I might want to do this, so you know what, I'm going to seize this now. They might activate it in response. I think that would be the correct thing to do here. It means I can't actually attack it, so... I guess I'm not doing anything right now. Because they can give it +1/+2 and just eat one of my Windrobber, so there's no reason to attack. Animation module, okay. Do you have anything else? You have to target something, you just say no, so... Now I have Drown in the Loch up, so, like, we might be in some good shape here. I guess I'm gonna Spreading Seas this thing. Next turn I'll just put Lurrus in my hand. Alright. I guess either it would have been okay, I think, if they drew either one of those, so we can counter anything for 4 or less now. Well, that's gotta be good news. Spreading Seizing the Pendelhaven means even if they find like Arcbound Worker, they can't Pendelhaven it, so I think that was okay. Fuck. Well, actually, no. This might be okay, but I may have to put Cavern of Souls on fucking Cat next turn so that I can hold up Drown. This might be a little bit weird. Playing animation module. Oh, I see what they're. I see they're gonna make a servo here. Okay, that doesn't really matter. I don't think they want to go all in on the servo. Really, a 2/2? Oh, I see. They're going for the combination here. Well, I don't think this actually matters right now, so... That's not bad. That actually increases my clock by a lot. Which means I can play Master. Playing Lurrus doesn't actually like matter very much right now. I think I just need to kill them as quickly as possible. So I think I'm going to play Darkslick Shores, Master, Aether Vial, and then that'll be fine. Would you like to put a counter on my Master? I didn't think so. And I'm pretty sure we're winning this race. Dismember? I think I need to counter this. My Master is very important to winning this race right now. Now like a Lord wins, so... Still on 2 turns. No, I'm not going to block. Oh, you didn't have the ability to move counters around. Oh, they really want this thing gone. I'm sorry to tell you, though, that you knew that I had Lurrus in my hand, so that was not correct. Yeah, alright. That was just a mistake. Alright. Wow, we beat Harden Scales like that just barely. Yeah, I think our regular list versus Harden Scales probably would struggle a lot, but it turns out like Fatal Push and Drown in the Loch actually helped quite a lot. So yeah, like filling up their graveyard, it's a little bit dangerous. Like it's a little dangerous versus most decks in Modern. Because there's always the risk that, you know, they're going to have something like Buried Ruin. They have, like, most decks have a way to use their graveyard somehow, but it's mostly to our benefit to fill their graveyard up, because then Robber becomes a way to draw extra cards, and Drown in the Loch is just, like, a really awesome spell to cast against them, so... Our losses were against Lantern, which there was no fucking way, like, any version of this deck was going to ever beat. And then we went 1-2 versus Shadow, right? So... Honestly, like, that's a pretty good league. Like, we're close to a 4-1. We're, like, one game off, so... maybe if things tilted a little bit differently that way, and, you know, that would be fine. But, yeah, we got one matchup that was just completely unwinnable. But otherwise, like, I think we did really well. I still think this list has some merit to it, and we didn't play against, like, Titan, though, so we didn't get to see how this Aether Gust did against him. I think this might be the way to go, though, because... when you're playing the Gust against Titan, yeah, you have the Windrobber and also then the Thought Scour to actually Gust like the Dryad on top of their deck and then get rid of that shit before they can draw it. So I think that might be... Oof. Yeah, just... There's a little cobweb behind my camera there. That's probably not good. Alright, yeah, no, I think the Aether Gust might be the way to go. Like, this is just how we have to deal with Titan, and it's also going to address our other concern in the Gruul ramp deck or Panza, whichever you prefer. So I think I've written that matchup as both names in previous leagues I've played. So, but yeah, this gets rid of like most of the important stuff in that deck. They play like Blood Moon. Well, you can actually like play this and get your Drowns back online, or your Lurrus, or fix all your mana. You can. Yeah, you can Gust like a Chandra back on top of their deck and then attack with Windrobber and mill it, or Thought Scour it and mill it. So there's a number of stuff that like this card will be very good against in that deck. Just yeah, keeping or like even like Anger. This can like permanently counter the Anger because of these. So I do like that this card actually it's better in this deck because of the mill effects. So that's just something to keep in mind. Otherwise, like, Push did its job. We saw Seize Claim did its job. We put the Spellbomb in versus Shadow, but we never drew it, so... I mean, I don't know that it would have helped that much, but... I mean, we did bring it in, so... The sideboard seems like this is a lot better than it was last week. I like this version of the list more, and I think, yeah, Triton still was, like, very playable in this deck, so... Overall, yeah, I'm pretty pleased with this, so... Do me a favor, make sure you are giving the videos a thumbs up, alright? Like Chan needs your support so badly. She's really lonely, and she wants you to come over and visit her. So, give the video a thumbs up, click on Like Chan. You can do it more than once, as long as it stays, like, blue in the end. So, alright. Yeah, and leave some comments. I'm curious to know, have any of you been playing, like, a version like this? I think that this is a very good way to go with Merfolk. Like, definitely, this seems like the shell where Lurrus is the most relevant. Like, a lot of the other shells where we played, like, Lurrus, like a Simic list where we just vial it in 100% of the time, or, like, even Azorius, we don't ever actually end up using Lurrus that often, whereas, like, this deck supports and uses the hell out of Lurrus a lot more, I think. So, I don't know, I've been pretty pleased with it. I think that we lean into using Lurrus a lot better. I think Mire Triton definitely... I think it has a lot to do with the effectiveness of Lurrus. Yeah, the fact that it's putting things in the graveyard for us to get back with Lurrus. Also the fact that Windrobber has such good synergy with Lurrus. And our mana base can, I think, much more easily support Lurrus here because, you know, that's like 6. And then, yeah, here's another 8. So we got like 14 sources of black here, right? That's not unreasonable for casting a double black spell in turn 3. Well, we're not going to cast on turn 3, but like 4, 5, or 6. Like, yeah, we can very easily cast Lurrus a lot more reasonably. It's not like we're not playing like 11 or 12 sources. We have like a fair bit of them in here. So, Yeah, it definitely makes a huge difference, I think. But yeah, if I'm gonna play a Lurrus Merfolk deck, this is probably the one. And I mean, we don't have Counterspell yet, so Drowning the Loch seems like it's doing the job. So anyway, like I said, give this a thumbs up, leave some nice comments. I will see you guys again next week. Thanks for watching.